Long throw from Robertson. Cleared by Friend. No one wants to make a mistake now and hand a possible initiative to the opposition for the second leg. Here's Sills, and he was trying to curl that.
He's done well to get there, Tim Sills. I think he had every right to go for it. I don't think he had anyone with him. He was on his own again. That's how it's been, really. Every time they've gone forward, talking, not enough players around to make a lot happen. Isn't going to be his best ever shot, but that's all he had in front of him to deal with. He had to do the job on his own.
Well, just getting his change of options across to his players there. So we head now into the last 5 minutes. Free kick then to Torquay United. Woods takes it. Won by Hill. Adams forward. Hargreaves chasing it.
Come on!
That's a corner to Torquay. Off McGill.
This is their great strength now, just in dead ball situations. They just really need quality here to get in there to put this Exeter defence under pressure.
Mansell to take the corner. Whacked out of the air by Jones.
Hasn't really been a good strength from this evening. Dead balls haven't been good as normal by this Torquay side.
Logan's header. Exeter switch. The Elam, who played in last year's final at Wembley. He's coming on for the final 3 minutes, and he's coming on for the Exeter City goal scorer Wayne Carlisle.
Just seen it, what a wonderful finish that was. But it's what he's been doing throughout the game. He's been running inside Kevin Nicholson for the whole of the game, and there he got his reward by making that run, and the ball falls to him.
Zebrowski. Sills wins it back from Edwards. He's all on his own at the moment. Hill is at the back post. Won't reach him though. Cleared by Tully. Run back by Moxie.
Just wanted far too long on the ball. Chris Zebrowski has to show a little bit more eagerness in his play.
Tully once again strong in the challenge in that right back position.
He's done well this evening. Remember him when he was at Weymouth. Very, very quick. Used to play right midfield, right wing then. He's gone back to full-back. His pace. Such an outlet for this Exeter side. But his fearless tackling, I should say, comes in handy as well.
Final 90 seconds of normal time. Lifted forward by Edwards. Flick from Logan. Cleared by Nicholson. The home crowd roaring their side on. They love a lead to take to play more on Monday. Now Steve Adams, who's missed the last 5 games with a knee injury, has a bit of cramp. Came straight back in tonight. It really has been a concerting 90 minutes. He'll be delighted that his side have got their reward for their performance with a goal.
Oh, they deserve something from the game, from what they put in. It would have been disappointing to go in at half-time 1-0 down, but it's got what they deserve. They're back in the game at 1-1.
Roscoe to say he's going to replace Adams. It's Danny Stevens' shirt on there, so he's had to put his own back on. There we go. Adams has already gone off, and here comes the same for the stoppage time. And there will be 4 minutes of added time. Gill's long throw. Taylor was looking for the flick, headed away by Hargreaves. Here's the save. That first touch, was it? Second one couldn't find Zebrowski though.
Yeah, he's done well there. Just need a little bit of help and
look at that from the goalkeeper. Zebrowski, and he's put it in. Disaster for Paul Jones. Delight for Chris Zebrowski. And how important could that be to deciding which of the teams from Devon go to Wembley to contest the playoff final?
Well, it's just all about putting your body in a line of fire, and that's what Chris Zebrowski done. Paul Jones will be really, really annoyed of himself here. Absolutely awful what he tried to do there. Just whacked it, it went low, straight into the back of Zebrowski. He wasn't expecting that to happen, but I'll tell you, he kept his cool to finish out. How many times have we seen players muck up a situation like that, kept his cool, puts it into an empty net, but Paul Jones will be really, really upset with himself, but that man is happy. Just the way things have gone for him, you have to persevere and work hard. That's what Zebrowski done in the end.
What a big moment in this two-legged playoff semi-final. That could be the 91st minute at St James Park. Chris Zebrowski, who won here with Oxford in last year's semi-final, they ensured that they left here with a 1-goal advantage. His goal will ensure that Torquay leave here tonight with a 1-goal advantage as well.
Well, to be honest, we just haven't seen the ball in that area a lot of times. Normally we have done, it's just been rolled back to Paul Jones and he's dealt with it. Didn't deal with that one. Should have just been looking for height more than anything. Went for power.
He's just come back into the side. It's his 13th appearance this season. Unfortunately, it will be unlucky for him. And very lucky for Torquay United.
As they say, sometimes you have to make your own luck. I think they've had a lot of luck this evening, Torquay. I'll tell you what, in this position as we are in the cup competition, you'll take every bit of luck given to you.
Taylor jumping with Sills as we approach the last minute of stoppage time. What has been a dramatic evening. Zebrowski, it's now his goal that separates the two sides. Forward by Edwards. Comfortable for Rayner, but it's the mistake by his opposite number. That will be the talking point going into the second leg on Monday. He can't believe it. He'll also have a word to say about that disallowed Carlisle goal. All adding to the talking points at the end of this 90 minutes, or 94 minutes it will be, because we have to include those, because the 91st minute could turn out to be the all-important minute.
We'll definitely talk about that one that wasn't one for themselves earlier on from Wayne Carlisle. I just wonder if he actually saw the ball going to net. Like a lot of people here, he would have turned away and looked where the ball, thinking where the ball was going to go.
Forward by Friend. First header from Woods. Away by Zebrowski. The referee's had one look at his watch. The free kick to Torquay, and this will be the last action of this first leg. Contrasting emotions of the two sets of supporters. Torquay United absolutely delighted to have a lead to take to play more. Devastation for those Exeter City fans this evening. They thought they were level going to their arch rivals on Monday. Torquay in no hurry to take this throw in. Well, Taylor's wound is reopened for Exeter in the final few seconds. Well, it's he who's wounded at the moment. Paul Jones, the goalkeeper, after that error. Hargreaves taking it into the corner for the final few seconds. At 95.5 minutes now. Great play from Hargreaves.
That's called experience, that is there. Didn't want to deliver the ball in the box, kept possession well. Couldn't do any more than what he done.
At the halfway stage in this semi-final, it is advantage Torquay United. Courtesy of the error by Paul Jones, punished by Chris Zebrowski in the 91st minute. It means that Paul Buckle's side have a 2-1 lead to take back to play more for what should be an incredible 90 minutes and possibly more on Bank Holiday Monday to decide which of these two Devon rivals go on to Wembley to contest the playoff final. Heartache for Paul Jones, just as his side looked like they were going to finish at 1-1. But then Paul Buckle was jumping for joy when his error allowed Chris Zebrowski to give Torquay a goal advantage for the second leg. We should point out that Exeter in the same position as they were 12 months ago, a goal down after the first leg at home, and they still got to Wembley. There's still plenty of hope, but there's disappointment for Exeter at the moment. Tim Sills it was who gave Torquay the lead against the run of play after 37 minutes, his second goal against Exeter this season. Wayne Carlisle thought he'd equalised and should have done when his goal was ruled out for offside. There was no doubt about the equaliser, which came on 76 minutes from the Irishman, and that looked to be that until that happened. A horrendous error by Jones. Zebrowski made him pay for it, and Torquay United have a 2-1 lead to take to play more on Monday. Let's hear from the goal scorer Chris Zebrowski and Lee Phillips. They're both with Rebecca.
Thanks, Steve. Chris, that goal, that winning goal, I suppose, is a lesson in never giving up, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we've all played well today, and so it's 90 minutes done, another 90 minutes to go. Just trying to get too carried away because, like I said, it's just half-time at the moment, but that goal hopefully could mean a difference. But just see what happens Monday.
They had a lot of chances tonight. How hard a slog was it out there?
Yeah, it was quite hard in the midfield, passing the ball about. It was a lot of running, but like I say, lads played well, all dug in, worked our socks off for 90 minutes, and so like I say, just carry it on to Monday, and hopefully we can come through winners.
Lee, the 3-5-2 system's the way forward, isn't it?
Well, it worked today. I mean, it's a lot of running involved for the forwards and for the fullbacks, but you know, I think we handled well. We knew how they were going to play, and all credit to the lads for getting the win.
Did you feel you deserved the win tonight?
I think they had a lot of ball, a lot of possession, but overall, I think we're worthy of the points.
Talk us through the first goal, lovely cross from yourself and a classic header from Tim.
Yeah, I think my nickname's Beckham now. It's a good ball, you know. I know Silsy's great in the air, and it was another great goal from him.
And how does this leave the second leg? Looking forward to it now, Chris?
It'll be a tasty second leg, yeah, but see what happens Monday.
Okay, brilliant, chaps. Thank you very much. Lee, you're the Blue Square Premier Man of the match. Chris, I'm going to ask you to do the honours and hand it over.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks very much, chaps. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you later. So Torquay have the edge, 2-1 in the first leg. We go on to play more on Monday. Make sure you join us for that one. But we're going to look back at this one and get all reaction after the break. Join us then.
Welcome back. Top quality golf on its way from the PGA Tour, the Players' Championship. Next Thursday, Setanta Golf and Setanta Sports 1. Top quality golf here on Setanta Sports.
Scary. It's as if somebody shrunk the green down. since the 17th. This is what it was designed for.
That's the golf that we've got coming for you here. Torquay United have beaten Exeter by 2-1 in the Blue Square Premier first leg semi-final. That was the action on the pitch, but afterwards, as the players went off the pitch, this is what happened. This is the Torquay United dressing room. Paul Buckle, the manager, showing something on his jacket there, not too happy about what went on inside the tunnel, and we'll find out about that in a couple of moments' time, but plenty of tension inside that tunnel afterwards. Tim Sills, we understand, was a player involved in that, who was having an altercation there, as you can see, with Lee Elam at the dressing room door for Torquay United, and then it all spilled afterwards as well. Tim Sills, the Torquay United goal scorer, in the dressing room down there. He was part of the Torquay side that have won 2-1 here in a dramatic 90 minutes. And as you can see, the tension spilled in off to the pitch as well. Well, let's try and get a little bit more on that now. Paul Buckle, the Torquay United manager, is waiting to talk to us with Rebecca.
Thanks, Steve. Paul, we'll talk about the match in just a second, but we've just seen the pictures on the monitor there, and I know you just had a quick look. What happened in the tunnel from when you seemed to get spat on until the trouble at the end?
Well, that weren't nice. To be honest, disgusting being spat on. But
do you know where that came from?
Yeah, above the tunnel, but never mind. Move on from that. I'd rather talk about the game.
Okay, let's talk about the game. You must be delighted.
I am delighted because you know, I felt we were solid. The game plan worked. We've had a lot of disruption over the last month with injuries. There was a few players out there that haven't done any football of late, and we stood up very well.
The Chris Zabrowski goal, I said to him at the end, it's an example of never giving up, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. Well, we said shut the keeper down. The ball's rolled back, shut the keeper down, you never know. And, you know, Zebs has shut him down and he's got his rewards. His fantastic work rate. All the players work very hard because Exeter are a good side and it's a difficult place to come. It was packed. But we've got nothing yet.
It was a tough night, though, wasn't it? Because they had a lot of chances. Were you worried at any stage?
Well, I couldn't get the message on to start with, you know, and like I said at half-time that I wanted my strikers to split when they had the ball and let their centre-halves have it. I felt their centre-halves were banging it in the end, which is what I wanted. You know, we didn't want Exeter passing through us. And once I got the message on, we was okay. Disappointed to concede the goal, but again, it's two good sides, and it was a good game of football. It was just silly at the end, and you know, I think the second game will be brilliant.
The 3-5-2, some people said before the game, was a bit of a risk, but you feel you're happy with it, and would you go again with it Monday?
Well, no, I'm not sure I'm going to go with it again. It's worked tonight. The players adapted very well. We only had sort of 3 or 4 days to work on it, and I was quite happy. You know, Exeter were passing the ball around, but they weren't really hurting us. And you know, we've done our job. We've come here. We tried to win the game. I said to the players, I wanted us to try and win here, and I wanted us to try and win at home, because that's been our mentality all season.
Second leg on Monday is at noon. It's high noon now. It's a real showdown.
Oh, is it noon, is it? Yeah, they always are. The derbies are great games. You've seen a good game tonight, and there'll be another good game on Monday, I'm sure of it. All I want the players to do is just give it everything like they've done all season, and we'll have every chance.
OK, Paul, thank you very much. We're on air at 12 o'clock on Monday, 12:30 kick-off. Back to Steve outside.
Rebecca, thank you very much indeed. That was very interesting. Now, before we talk, there's so much to talk about on the pitch. Just a quick word about what Paul was saying and the scenes that we saw in the tunnel there. People being spat at, not very pleasant. What's your take on that?
Well, I mean, when I saw it happen, Steve, I was disgusted. If someone had done that to me, honestly, I couldn't say what I'd intend to do or what I wanted to do, because that is disgusting for someone. That's a coward who's done that to Paul Buckle, absolute coward. And I don't know what Lee Elam's getting involved in now. I don't know what's been said, but football's football. It's over and done with when you walk off the pitch. There's no need for things like that.
OK, let's get back to matters on the pitch and look back at the goals, because there were so many talking points during this game. Tim Sills, the player involved there, we saw scored it, and this was beautifully worked, but it was against the run of play, we should point out, at this time.
It was totally against the run of play, Stephen. It was just about the quality of the cross, really. It just said for someone to come and get it, and that's Tim Sills. That's what he does best. That's why he's got so many goals this season. That's why, you know, these two are the best pair in this league this season so far. Just the quality of the ball in from his strike partner, and there it was to attack. But again, we just see, look, Hargreaves there as well, just in case. Doesn't miss out much in the box, Chris Hargreaves, but he's there just in case Tim Sills wasn't going to get it. He was always going to be around threatening.
You were impressed with the way Exeter came back after that goal, though?
I had to be, because it's easy to sulk about it when things are going well for you. Didn't go well for them because they conceded, but they really, really worked hard to get themselves back into it. They deserve what they got, and I think that player deserved what he got as well in Wayne Carlisle. He's done nothing but run, he's done nothing but get on the ball, and he's made bad into good. When anything goes in behind, he was always looking for it. And I'll tell you what, Kevin Nicholson never really got forward at all in this game, and that's the reason why, because that man kept running him the other way.
Hadn't started in the last 5 games. Pretty good decision in the end by Paul Tisdale.
I mean, he's one of those players, I think, Steve, is he might have missed 5, 6 games, might have missed 10 games, but he's got such a heart that wants to do well, wants to work hard. He could just run through a brick wall if you asked him to.
Now, this game just had just about everything. Just when we thought it was going to 1-1 to play more on Monday, the 91st minute, this happened.
Well, it's just unexpected. Rob Edwards, I should say that wasn't Rob Edwards there, that was Matty Taylor was looking the other way, never expected his goalkeeper doing what he's done. He just checks away, checking what's around him. The keeper's just got to hit it wide of the player with height. He doesn't do that. He goes low, power, straight at Zabrowski. Zabrowski makes his run. He's trying to get out of the way of it, turns his back and just rolls it in. Hits the back of his arm, no intent. He's just hit him. He can't believe. He's I'll say he's ecstatic. He can't believe.
How crucial could that be?
That goal was going to be very crucial. It's going to put a big emphasis on what Exeter do, how Exeter start the game. I don't think Torquay will really change that much, but it's all about Exeter the next game.
The talking points don't stop there, though. The officials and the assistants had their say. 2 big decisions in the first half. Lee Phillips for Torquay.
That's right. This was a big decision, Steve, this one. Lovely little ball this was by trying to return the favour. Tim Sills round the corner, a good yard for me, onside. And I'll tell you what, I'm not seeing many arms go up saying that he's offside. No one's actually doing it. The referee's made his own mind up there. That was completely a wrong decision. This one here was a massive decision for me. A poor decision at that as well. Wayne Carlisle has again made a late run into the box. It's deflected as well, the cross from Jules' friend, and it falls lovely just for Wayne Carlisle, just to nod it into an empty net. That should have been 1-1, Steve, without a doubt.
And we've just spoken about the mistake there from Paul Jones. How important could that referee's assistant be?
Well, that's another one that'll be talked about. If this state, say the game goes and it's 0-0, Steve, that incident will be talked about a long time by Exeter fans as well. I'm sure Paul Jones is going to have to live with a lot as well for what he's done at the moment in time. He's going to hope that hopefully someone will get him out of trouble. But we're talking incidents there. We'll be talking about them next week, Steve. Guarantee on Monday we will talk about those incidents.
We were looking forward to tonight, weren't we? And it hasn't disappointed. So many talking points. When we come back, we will hear from Paul Tisdale, the Exeter City manager. First of all, though, let me give you your chance to vote for April's Player of the Month in the Blue Square Premier after we've told you exactly who won the Manager of the Month award.
It may have been a disappointing season overall for Oxford United, but it certainly ended positively. 6 wins from 7 gave them a 9th place finish and earned Darren Patterson the Blue Square Manager of the Month for April. In the players section, these are the nominations. The Cambridge United goalkeeper Danny Potter was a key component in his side's late surge into 2nd place on the final day of the season. Potter kept 4 clean sheets during the period and was beaten only 3 times in over 500 minutes of league action. Kidderminster went goal crazy in their final few games of the season, helped by the former Scunthorpe United trainee Russell Ken, netting 5 times, including 4 goals in a single game away at Halifax Town. Yemi Odobedi came into his own during April and was an important part of Oxford's strong finish to the season. The U's won 6 of their last 7 games, and the Nigerian striker contributed with 3 goals and a number of important assists. The former Notts County youngster Sean Harrad found the net 4 times in the month as Nigel Clough's side confirmed early season promise to finish 5th in the table. His haul included 2 goals in the final day thriller at home to Exeter. And Exeter stormed into the playoffs thanks largely to local boy Dean Moxey's goals in the final 2 games of the league season, including a hat-trick at home to relegation-doomed Stafford Rangers. To register your vote, go to www.bluesqfootball.com and pick your man.
Plenty of top quality sport coming your way on Setanta Sports. From the Indian Premier League, the Chennai Super Kings against the Delhi Daredevils tomorrow on 1 from 3:30. And of course in the rugby, the Ospreys against Edinburgh is tomorrow from 7:05 on 2. And then on Setanta Island, 5:30 on Saturday, it's Leinster against the Dragons. It's all to play for in the second leg here in the Blue Square Premier Playoffs. Torquay United here have beaten Exeter by 2-1. We've heard from Paul Buckle. Let's hear from his opposite number. Paul Tisdale is now waiting to talk to us with Rebecca.
Thanks very much, Steve. Paul, first of all, I sense that you're probably a bit shell-shocked after that result.
Not quite shell-shocked. I mean, we played okay tonight, and disappointing to concede an injury time goal against the run of play, I guess. But I mean, overall, I'm quite proud of the way we played, and the players showed a lot of confidence tonight. They really did. But you know, it's a tough night for us in terms of conceding a late goal. But we're only a goal down, and it's halfway through the game, and the game on Monday will be completely different. So not too much to be gloomy about. But of course, we're disappointed we've lost the game.
Did you feel in the first half especially, so many chances, so much possession, it was really then that you needed to capitalise?
Yeah, the first 30 minutes we were excellent. I'm proud of the way the players passed it. They showed a lot of confidence. They moved it extremely well, and but possession doesn't always create goals, and that was the case. And they scored against the run of play, but they scored a very good goal. It was a good cross and a good header, and you know, we can't be too gloomy about it. You know, sometimes you hold your hands up. It was a good goal. We came back into it. It became a little bit stale in the middle of the game, but overall, I mean, it was a good performance, and we've got to be bullish going into the second game, and I'm sure we will be.
Did you have a view of your disallowed goal?
I've not seen it, but no one quite knows why it was disallowed, but I'm sure you'll tell me.
Offside.
Was it? Okay, well, there we are.
But it wasn't offside, we don't think.
Well, it was offside because he disallowed it, so it counts for nothing. You know, it's academic. You know, the decision was made. And we move on. It's on to the next, really. Look, there's a lot to play for here. There really is, and it's halfway through, and the second game will not be like tonight. You know, we're away, they're home. It's a different pitch, and there's a lot to. You know, we know we have to win the game. It's as simple as that. So, a lot to play here.
We'll see you Monday. Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.
We have to point out as well, Paul Tisdale was in this situation 12 months ago, trailing by 1 goal, going to Oxford. It went to penalties. They got to Wembley. Certainly isn't beyond Exeter.
No, it's not beyond them. Their form has been that good going into the back end of the season, Steve, and there's every opportunity they can. We saw that in the first 45 minutes. They can make opportunities. If they go into the next stage of it, they've got to take them this time if they get that form again.
And after all we saw on the pitch, and indeed off it, at the end of this game with the tension and these scenes, we understand that Paul Buckle was spat at, and then of course Tim Sills and Lee Elam. I mean, this just adds even more spice to the game we're really looking forward to on Monday. The 12:30 kickoff. We're on air 12 o'clock, so Tanta Sports 1.
Oh, it's going to be a big game. That is going to be on and off the park. It's going to be exciting. Without a doubt. I mean, we've seen it tonight, but I'm sure the tension's going to be running really high. As we're seeing in the dressing room at the moment, tensions are high, and it will carry through on Monday afternoon.
And a reminder of all the playoff action coming your way. After tonight, we are off to Burton tomorrow night. They, of course, entertaining Cambridge at 7:30, Setanta Sports 1. Monday, with Torquay, of course, leading Exeter after tonight's game by 2-1. We're off for a noon start on Bank Holiday Monday, Setanta Sports 1. And then the second leg of Cambridge against Burton is Tuesday. A little bit of earlier start there. 7 o'clock we're on air on Tuesday at Setanta Sports 1. And don't forget, of course, the 18th of May, 2 of those 4 teams will contest the playoff final from Wembley Stadium. So, honours to Torquay tonight. Very quickly, we're off to Burton now for Burton-Cambridge. Looking forward to that one?
I am looking forward to that one. Haven't seen Cambridge for a while, but they've just hit a good bit of form just at the right time.
We're certainly looking forward to the Pirelli Stadium tomorrow night, 7:30. You can join us on Setanta Sports 1. When we come to the West Country, though, we're rarely disappointed. It's all to play for on Monday at noon at Plainmoor. At the moment, though, it's advantage Torquay. See you tomorrow.